Adewole, go!
Pictures, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, anytime I look at you and all that God has done, we spoke about these stuff years back. And look at you today. Look at these amazing people all here gathering. Defining moment for some persons. Because I don't just want you to come here and this is going to be another too. It shouldn't just mark another conference. I've not come in eloquence of words. I've not come here to impress you. This is not a form of aspire to inspire. I have come here today to push someone into destiny. And I hope that you are going to remember today and you are going to bless God for coming for Launch 26. I want you to understand that everything can grow. Like, there is nothing that cannot grow. If you know me very well, I'm a serious person, right? So you have to understand that everything I will be doing here is going to sound really serious. And at some point, something is going to drop in your mind. And it can change the course of your life. Do you understand me? So, like I was saying, everything can grow. I have a conversation with Red Magic maybe 3 years ago or 4 years ago. We were having some conversation, and around that season, he was complaining about bookings not coming. It was a wedding season, and booking was not coming, and we were having conversation, and I told him that, but God has given you something. This Red Magic Academy, why don't you put a lot of energy into this? And do you see that conversation that we're having, just like jokes, gave birth to what we have here today? Right? That shows you that literally everything can grow. What you have in your hands right now that does not mean so much to you can take you places. All you need to do is to just find meaning in what you are doing. I will be talking about purpose. And purpose is all about meaning. Purpose is all about meaning. I'll be telling you some story about myself and how I got here. By the grace of God, I run a company that is in 4 countries. We're in Nigeria, we're in United Kingdom, we're in Canada, we're in United States. And I will tell you that it didn't start this way. I started not even like an average person. I started from the village. I was born and raised in Okakoko. No, I wasn't raised there. I was born in Okakoko. Then I was raised in Ikariakoko. If you are conversant with this kind of geography, see, where people like us were raised, it was not normal to prosper. It wasn't an ideal thing. You don't even have a lot of persons to inspire you. Some of you were giving birth in Lagos. You were starting your career and you were starting with DSLR. Who dashed monkey banana? For some of us, we started, I've taken wait and get passports. I've done lago lago. Do you know what they call lago lago? That you go to a party you are not invited and you take pictures and you run to go and print. You are not even certain you will still meet them. We've taken pictures where after we've gone back to the lab to print and we got back, we didn't meet anybody again. But one thing that found me was purpose. 2011, I could still remember, I was serving in a church. I was a drama leader, and we made a movie. And while making that movie, from the pre-production to the post-production stage, I was given to the project, completely sold out. And in doing that, I've never seen myself given to any cause like that. And I just understood that this is what this is what I'm made for. And since that day, I started building. I remember I wrote them down. What am I going to do? Okay. I will have a photography studios around the world. I will have a film production company. I wrote it down. I will have a TV station. I wrote it down. I will have a film school. I wrote it down. I was pursuing to study law. But then I looked at my vision. I look at this purpose I've found, and I see that, no, I can't. This is not my direction. That was what my parents wanted me to study. But I look at my life, and I said, no, let me study mass communication, because I think this aligns with a lot of things I want to do, right? So, purpose gives direction. My purpose was the reason why I left a career at the time. I went to Kogi State University at the time to study mass communication. That same purpose was the reason I moved to Akure at a point. I remember when I was in school, it wasn't funny, right? It wasn't funny. I would carry my photo, because I had a photo stand in school. I would leave class and I would go to the photo stand. I would leave there and I would go for fellowship, because I was a drama coordinator. And in all these things, I can't remember at any point from 100 level to 400 level that I bought an outfit, not a clothes. I left with, I don't think I have more than 2 pairs of shoes. And no, you know when you wear a kara on a pants, and I would go to school. I didn't even have a girlfriend in my 4 years in school. Even me, no go date myself. It wasn't funny. But do you know what kept me going? There was clarity in purpose. My vision was real to me. I could remember in those days, I would be pacing in my room. My vision is the type of dream that keeps you awake even at night. You know that people believe that when it comes to vision, dreams, when we are talking about dreams, is when you close your eyes and you dream like Joseph. I didn't have no kind of dream like that. My own kind of dream is not like that. I didn't dream and see myself in United States or any of these places. But my own dream is the kind of dream that kept me awake at night. I would be pacing in my room, and it looked so tangible to me that I could hold on to it. I'm telling you real life stories here. People that knew me from way back know what I'm talking about. And when I post on social media these days, and I was talking about my journey and this thing, and you'll see all those comments. Yes, you said it. I remember how some person even said I was proud, and I didn't even have anything, just because I do tell you about what I'm going to do, and you feel like you don't even have anything. But there was something that kept pushing me. I couldn't just settle for less. The dream was so obvious. It was so tangible. Like, it looked like I remember talking to one of my lecturers. I said, I will be talking about my dream, and this woman would look at me. I said, Ma, I can see it. It felt like I could even step into it. But I understand that it will take time. It will take processes, right? But today we are here. When I started my career professionally in Akure, I started as a cinematographer, then at some point I moved into photography. At that point, I was not the best. I wasn't. Or was it when I was in school, when I was doing contribution of 5,000 naira, and at the end of the month, I won't still have the 5,000. And the people who were making up to 80,000 at that point, at the end of the year, I got all the money I could get from that contribution was 80,000. I came to Lagos, I bought some things. The following year, I did another contribution, about 150. I borrowed money everywhere I could borrow money. And I bought equipment. I brought it on campus. Do you know that people that were making that 80,000, 100,000, 200,000 in a month could not afford what I got? See, when purpose is clear, it will beg the willpower. See, there are certain things I've done in my life that even me, I do not believe I can do them. It all takes a leap of faith. And what is going to push you to take that kind of faith? Again, clarity in purpose. Clarity of vision. Find discipline so difficult, maybe you have not found meaning in what you are doing. Because some person talked to me, they said, how do you do these things? I just feel like you have one special grace. There's this special grace within you that helps you to do all these things. There is no special grace anything, no. It's not special grace. All of us, God has given us that grace in abundance. The difference between us is that what I am seeing, you are not seeing. Bro, if you are seeing what I'm seeing, you cannot wake up in the morning and just take your life the way it comes. Your day is not planned. You just wake up, you just do anything, and you want to be like Vigesh. No. You are going for a job, you are going to take pictures, and there's no plan, you are not even thinking. You'll be on a call with your babe, and you discuss everything while you are inside the car that you're supposed to be planning about what you're going to shoot, maybe a night before. You spoke with this girl till you go to bed around 2 o'clock. Now, you speak with her until you get to where you are going to. Then it is when the client said, we are ready, you now stand up, you stand, where's my bag, where's my camera bag? Tell me what you're going to create. Do you understand me? One thing I do tell people is that, see, it's just like when you are copying into a device. We all use like maybe hard drives here. When it is full, it cannot take more. See, when your life is too occupied, you cannot bet something new. When your life is too occupied, only you 5 girlfriends. What time do you have to talk to these people? We are talking about destiny. And you think that one day you will just wake up and you're a champion. No, it doesn't happen that way. No, it doesn't. No. Nobody builds that way. Anything on that skirt now, you. And you want to bet money? Your life is so occupied. So occupied. There was a season in my life. I told myself, I look at myself and I said, for the next 2 years, no girlfriend. This is not because I'm a pastor. I'm not a pastor. I have the same experience you have. I like woman. You think, have you seen how God created women? Maybe you have not seen the kind of women I've seen. So if at some point I could say no to certain things, it is not because that thing is not working. I'm not a saint. And I'm not a virgin either. So I've tasted sweetness. And I know how it tastes. Do you get me? I wouldn't say it's that beautiful, but what I was getting there was sweet. I ended that relationship with tears in my eyes. It was one of the most difficult decisions I've made. These things are real life stories. I'm not here to bobo you. But do you know why I ended that relationship? I looked at my life and I told myself the truth. Can I marry this girl? Obviously, no. I look at the distraction this is bringing to me. I can't even think straight anymore. And I told myself that if you continue like this, the vision, the purpose, and everything, and I carried my phone after that thought, and I typed. And with tears, the emotion was there, the love, but I have to be honest to myself. Discipline become easy when you know where you are going to. Earlier this year, I dropped my phone. And I said, never. No, social media, I know they do again. Because how do you explain? I don't know whether some of you are addicted to social media like myself. Instagram. The moment I enter Instagram, I no get sense again. I will literally forget everything I am doing. Sometimes I just carry the phone to reply a chat on WhatsApp. But 30 minutes gone. And I look at myself. Film school. That's a university of art. A TV station that will compete with international standard at the international. I look at myself. Film production, the film city I want to do. Then I look at the likes of the people of Wale Tinubu. You look at Tony Elumelu and all that. These are the kind of people I want to look like. This is the kind of life I want to build. If I can't, am I going to end up in that place? And the answer was no. I saw that I needed time to think. I needed time to strategize. And I said, today, I called my chief of staff and I told him, I said, do you know your job here? Your primary assignment is to make sure that I do not hold this phone. I will have logged off on social media and stuff like that. We are building there. We are making money. We are doing everything. So there's no way I could leave social media. I said, but you know what? This is January 1. By January 30, if this does not change and I keep staying on my phone, you are going to lose your job. Because I'm not Kukuma the one handling those ones. But my personal account, I'm going to delete it. And you don't have a job again. Hold me accountable. And it took the phone away from me. See, there are some sacrifices you will need to make. You don't become great by accident. It does not drop on people's lap. You are not that special. Of course, you are created in the image of God and there's dominion within you. But I want you to know that we have millions of people on the planet Earth. Why do you think, we have billions actually. Why do you think that it's just about 1% of the world generation population that are like probably billionaire? Are they even up to 1%? So you will understand that you cannot wake up every day and live your life like every other person. And you want a different life, it is not possible. It comes with discipline, it comes with hard work. You cannot live your life like a common person, like a normal person, and you want different results. See, let me tell you, if we are heading for Sokoto from here, there's a route to take. If every other person take that route, they will end up in that place. So let's say this is the only route to it. If you keep going that, if it's the same way your parents walk, you are walking. The same way they live an unplanned life, you live your life unplanned. You will end up where they ended up. See, there is manual to life. Don't let anybody deceive you. There's a way you can live your life, and success and greatness is sure, certain. See, when I talked with people for 30 minutes, I know where you are headed for. When I have certain conversation with you, and I see the state of your mind, and I see how you live your life, I can tell if you are going to be great or not. So don't let anybody bobo you that, see, in this life, just do you. And let me tell you, freedom is actually not free. See, true freedom is in you choosing what enslaves you. So if you think that freedom is free, you've been deceived. The only people that are genuinely free are lunatics. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like standing up, so you decide to sleep, my brother, when you see a girl, and every single girl you see, you want to follow, my brother, your body is following, but you have to call yourself to order. You cannot just eat anything. You cannot live your life the way your body wants to react. You can't live your life. Just book no the sweet. Oh. Waking up to read every day. You think it's normal? No, it's not easy. But it takes that to become really successful. My pastor, Pastor Bolaji, I look at that man and he challenges me all the time. I look at his life. These men, go and check their schedule. So they didn't get here by accident. So take away whatever they have, take everything they have away today. They will come back bigger and better. What makes them is not the finances you are seeing today. There is a work in the background, and there is a mindset that is different. So, I wish I could talk to you more. With this word from Nelson Mandela, one of the greatest men to walk our planet, standing before the jury of the apartheid government in South Africa, knowing fully well that he could be sentenced to death, he gave a wonderful speech that has remained one of the greatest in humanity. And I'm going to read it to you now, just the conclusion part of it. So after everything he has said, he said, during my lifetime, I have dedicated my life to this struggle of the African people. I have fought against white domination and I've fought against black domination. I've cherished the ideal of democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony with equal opportunity. It is an ideal which I hope to live for, to achieve, but if need be, it is an idea for which I am prepared to die. So I put it to you today. What have you caught? Have you caught that vision? Worth living for? Have you found that purpose that is worth living for? And if needed, worth dying for? Thank you.
All right, please put your hands together for Adewole Gold.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
No, please take a picture now. Take a picture.